On.
Hi, Dan Girolmo, Big Boomer here. I want to talk to you for a few minutes about paper money. You see, this is two different kinds of paper money. One's a U.S. Federal Reserve note and the other one's Canadian money. Now, the reality is we use this to exchange. When I was on a tour in Canada, you could spend both of these to get what you want in Canada, and if you were across the border, you could use them for both to get what you wanted also. The challenge with what we have with paper money is the fact that it's just that. It's printed on paper. And it's only good for what the government or we say we will accept. Here is an example of what I'm talking about. How did we get paper money? That right there is an example of a $100 gold certificate from 1928. That was worth 150 grams when they first made printed money, and the only way they could get people to do that was, which is really 3 ounces of gold. The only way they could get people to take the paper money is that they had to put in here, in exchange, it says, in gold coin, payable to the bearer on demand. So you could issue this, and there would be gold backing that up, and if you went to a bank, you could get the gold coin back. And it's the only way that they could get you to take the paper money. Well, guess what? In 2 generations, everyone forgets. Did you even know that? So really, if you think about it, but when this originally $100 bill was issued in 1900s, okay, it was worth 3 ounces of gold, which was approximately $30 an ounce. Okay, in the reality is it would buy, in today's prices, even with a 30% loss by 1930, it would buy $5,550 worth of stuff you could buy today. Can you do that with a $100 bill? Why? Here we go. Here's an example of a dollar bill. Dollar bill has lost from 1913 to 1993, had lost 97% of its buying power, okay? Now, let me put it this way. Do you see that right there? That strip, the red strip? That means that all of this money, actually, this is the only thing that still buys what this originally was good to buy. And guess what? In the last 24 months alone, we have lost 42% of the buying power. That means that this, in the last 24 months alone, had gone to that. See the red stripe? That red stripe represents how much buying power is left on this dollar. Understand, the paper money is terminally ill. There's no way to fix it. The politicians know it, and they can't tell you. Here's another example. This is a $1 bill from Zimbabwe. If you notice down here in the bottom, it says Series 2007. Now, at one time, Zimbabwe dollar was worth $1 US. It would buy the same. And guess what? When Zimbabwe got to a point where their debt in the country was greater than all the domestic gross domestic product that the country produced, they started printing money out of thin air to pay the interest on the debt. This here is a bill. It says $100 trillion, and that series is 2008. So literally, even if you had these in circulation at all in 2007, you have something that has 100 trillion times more? Think about it for a minute. What happened in here? This wasn't the world's reserve currency, and the only reason the US dollar isn't doing what this dollar did is because we are the world's reserve currency. Let me ask you a question. Did you notice that we got downgraded? Right? Our grading got downgraded. Have you seen all the challenges that we're facing with our paper money? I'm going to go into that in another video here, but I wanted to point that out because there's nothing keeping this. Right now, 100 trillion Zimbabwe dollars is worth about what a dollar will buy. I want to keep that in perspective because the simplicity about what I'm going to tell you is just that. I'm going to show you how to take $20 a week. Now, picture this. How many times in the last week alone have you just blown 20 bucks on something you didn't need? Right? And we're going to turn it into this. That is a KaratBars gold money. We are in the advent of a brand new honest money system, which I'll go into in a minute. But this certification down here, LBMA, says it's good for settlement of debt. It's private issue, it's non-seizable, and it's fine gold, 999.9, as well as 1.01 grams, which means in the future, if countries try to add a VAT tax on it, we will be above the legal limit for a 1 gram. Some countries have one for a VAT tax for half a gram. Well, if we want to fix the challenges we have in our nation, in the world, you cannot fix it until you fix the money first. There is quadrillion or more of paper fiat dollars out there in the world. They're going to be, if you understand the pressure on that system, they're going to be moving into gold, silver, and oil-backed money. If you grasp that big picture, you'll understand the solution lies in everything we face in challenges is fixing the money first and then tackling it. Because if you throw corrupt money at it, all you do is increase the debt, fund it with debt, and we all know what happens if in our own household we fund debt with debt. How long does it take before you're completely bankrupt? One last point. Out of 4,000 different paper currencies that have ever been in the world, not one single one has survived. 100% it has gone to its true value, 0. And this is going to follow the same suit. Time to wake up, protect yourself, and exchange some paper money declining in value for KaratBars real gold money, preserving your buying power. Thank you very much for your time and attention.